¿Qué pasó, güey? It's your homeboy Quetzalcoatl, and welcome back to the Fuck Your Life Boxing Show. Now, on today's show, we're going to discuss the Andre Ward versus Kelly Pavlik fight that's going down January 26th of the coming 2013. It's going to be a great fucking fight. I'm going to discuss each fighter briefly and give you my motherfucking prediction of what's going to go down. We'll start off with Andre Ward. Of course, Andre Ward is coming off that huge win versus Chad Nomas Dawson. TKO'd him in the 10th round. Made Chad Dawson quit. That motherfucker said, I'm done. Whew, took his heart. Shit. Chad Dawson's philosophy is, when the going gets tough, I'm done, motherfucker. That's what it is. You know, Andre Ward pulled off a huge victory. He was also coming off the Super 6 tournament. Came out on top. Defeated Carl Froch in the finals in a clear decision. Beat Froch's ass. Knocked some sense into him. Now the Oakland native is going to fight Kelly Poppin' Bottles Pavlik. As I've said in videos of the past, you know, Andre Ward, very talented fighter. He doesn't have certain skills or traits that stand out. You know, he doesn't have, blinding speed. He doesn't have, one punch knockout ability. Or anything like that. But the skills that he does have, he uses them to the fullest. And has great boxing intelligence. Great technician in the ring. Can outbox you. Can get inside and make it a rough fight with you, just like Robert the Ghost Guerrero did with Andre Berto, or like the way Abner Mares did with Moreno. And I appreciate that style. In one of my recent videos, which was the Robert Guerrero versus Andre Berto post fight, if you haven't seen it, take your bitch ass back and watch that. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the motherfucking response section. Peep it out. I briefly discussed favoritism in the sport of boxing. And, with Andre Ward, like as I said, very intelligent in the ring. Can fight both styles, can outbox you and make it a rough fight with you. The only thing is, a lot of people have been calling Robert Guerrero a dirty fighter. They've been calling Abner Mares a dirty fighter as well for the things that they do in the ring. But Andre Ward does basically the exact same thing. Bernard Hopkins does the exact same thing. And they're called savvy. They're bringing it, back from the old school and shit like that. That's that favoritism shit. I appreciate all of their styles. That type of, roughhouse tactics, it is a part of boxing. It is old school. But call it down the motherfucking line, man. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to be a fan. It's all good, but don't ride the dick too hard. You understand me right now? Y'all riding the dick too hard. But I mean, you know what the fuck I'm saying. But Andre Ward is, he's beasting. He's 28 years old, in the prime of his motherfucking career. He's been on a roll, big fights back to back. And it's on to Kelly Pavlik. Now, Kelly Poppin' Bottles Pavlik, that's the nickname I gave him. Of course, he's coming back from the alcohol problems that's been plaguing his life, making a turnaround. You gotta applaud that. I take my hat off to him. When I say popping bottles and shit like that, I got a video where I gave him all kind of like drunk nicknames. All that shit is just some fun. You know what I'm saying? But when somebody can come back from battling their demons, having the courage to come back from that and try to get back into the sport and be an elite fighter again, you wish the person the best. You really do. And his signature win was when he beat Jermaine Taylor, became the undisputed middleweight champion, held on to that title, defended it a couple of times. It's his only two losses. He's 40-2 with 34 knockouts. His two losses came to Bernard Hopkins and to Sergio Martinez. Both were bad losses where he was thoroughly outboxed in each fight. After his last loss, which was to Martinez, he's won his last 4 fights, and now he's stepping in the ring with Andre Ward. Uh, I honestly feel like they are throwing Kelly Pavlik to the wolves. You know, Top Rank, Bob Arum. I don't know what's going on in his head, but you know, he's cashing out Kelly Pavlik. You know, this is not a good fight for Kelly. Honestly, I believe Kelly Pavlik. Right now, he's you know, he has 4 fights in a row that he's won. That's good, but there really wasn't any significant opponent. And you know, after you just got thoroughly outboxed by Sergio Martinez and Bernard Hopkins, you're on the comeback trail. You also had alcohol problems that you were dealing with throughout that time that, you know, had your boxing activity going on in spurts. You know, you took a lot of time off because of that. You're coming back, and now you're going to fight Andre Ward, which is, you know, one of the top 3 pound-for-pound fighters right now. I mean, it's not going to go good. You know, Kelly Pavlik has heart, has a solid chin, can take a punch, can come back, has that type of ability, as you saw with Jermaine Taylor and Edison Miranda. But, I mean, he has very limited boxing ability. He has a lot of power in those hands, but slick boxers such as Sergio Martinez and Bernard Hopkins, I mean, just thoroughly outboxed him. Made him look bad. You saw the limitations that he had in his fighting style. And Andre Ward is going to exploit, you know, those same deficiencies in his style. It's going to be a fight somewhat similar to the Bernard Hopkins fight. You know, he's going to get thoroughly outboxed. I see Andre Ward, you know, getting in there on the inside, also making it a rough fight, doing a lot of, you know, inside work, body work, you know, breaking Kelly Pavlik down. I see Andre Ward probably winning a clear, unanimous decision. Kelly Pavlik, you know, he has the chin. He'll probably be able to stand up to the punishment. You've seen him even in the horrible losses that he had to Martinez and Hopkins. He was able to, you know, go all 12 rounds. And he was bloody like a motherfucker in that Martinez fight and kept on going. So, you know, I'll give him that. You know, I believe he's going to go all 12 rounds. But, you know, Ward is going to work them booty cheeks. He's going to fuck him up. And I think Kelly Pavlik should have, his perfect opponent, I think he should have fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And that would have been a perfect opponent for Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. as well, who's coming off of the Sergio Martinez loss. You know, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., he has limited boxing ability himself. Both fighters have similar styles. They're brawlers. You know, big power in their punches. It would be a very exciting fight. And both would have a better chance of winning that fight against each other. You know, Kelly Pavlik, you know, that fight would have been 50-50, you know. Instead, he's fighting Andre Ward, where he basically has, I give him like 15%, a 15% chance of winning. Andre Ward is going to whoop that ass. I'm 85% sure of that. The 15% is just that anything can happen in boxing, you know. Kelly Pavlik can land a huge punch, and that'll be it. You know, it can't happen. It's possible. But most likely, Ward is going to whoop that motherfucking ass. I want to know your opinion on this fight. Do you think Kelly Pavlik, is it smart for him to be fighting Andre Ward right now? Do you think that he should be fighting other opponents? What opponents do you think they are? What do you think of Andre Ward? If you like this shit, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. This is your homeboy Quetzalcoatl signing the fuck on out.